Alright guys, welcome back to Bigger's Garage. Today we have this single colored 240SX. Check it out right there.
I mean my single colored 240SX. That's right, this isn't any of those regular super trocas. This is a 240SX, a overpriced Nissan that is unreliable, overhyped, and not a great buy if you ask me. But let me show you everything cool and broken on this car.
Alright, today we're going to do a quick walk around. We're going to show you the interior and exterior of this vehicle. Hang around. If you like this type of content, subscribe down below. Let's get to it.
So as you can see here, we got a 1995 OEM Zenki 240SX. As you can tell from the headlights, front bumper, everything like that. This car was resprayed at some point and it has a hell of a lot of orange peel. I haven't gotten around to doing anything about it because frankly, I didn't really care all that much. Paint is paint. It's all one color, so can't complain. We've got some OEM 350Z wheels on there. They're 18-inch wheels, 18 by 8, I believe. They look all right. They're pretty good. Everything else is more or less OEM. Nothing's really been tinkered with. Has under 150,000 miles. It's a clean title. This front bumper I painted by myself. Used to be gray, you know. I'm a little handy with it. You feel me? And what can I say, you know, it's the body's straight, it drives straight, your boy's straight, so it's a great car. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. As you can see, this is the interior of my Nissan 240SX. Everything's plastic. The steering wheel is mildly deformed. Look at that, disgusting. Has a automatic transmission. What can I say? The Kenwood unit that doesn't work. Fantastic. The cracked dash, as all 240s have. Very unfortunate. The seats, which I actually got reupholstered, these two front seats. So now they don't quite look as bad. The back seats, which are still stock, but obviously nobody was ever sitting back here because they're in pretty good condition. Everything else is more or less broken or in terrible condition. I'm too scared to try to actually use it because I know these things get rusted all around here. So I don't want to, like, you can see in here, and I don't know if you can tell off the video, but it looks pretty rusty. So I don't use that.
What about water leaks? Does it water leak?
Yeah, it does. So yeah,
Solid.
This is a great car. See, kids like to buy these things, myself included, I guess, when I bought this thing.
Yes, sir.
And you want to live the thrill that all these other YouTubers live, or that Fast and Furious guys live. But the reality is that anytime you drive this car, something's gonna break. Hell, when we drove this car over to this location, I went and pumped gas and the car wouldn't start again. So, you know, that's what you're dealing with.
Yeah, that's what you call the shitbox ventures, you know?
Yeah, everything's a bit of a headache. So if you're not prepared for that, just buy a 350Z or a 370Z or something else. I don't know, man. Or even a Super Trocas, you know?
Yeah.
So
hey, get yourself a Toyota truck. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be in the bio down below.
yeah, so anyway, that's the interior. I'll show you guys the trunk now. Bend over.
Show the trunk.
Now let me open the trunk. You gotta do it in a very specific way. Certified. Here's the trunk. When I bought this car, this trunk was filled with rat feces. It was disgusting, it smelled terrible. It took me a whole day to clean out. That's why the whole car has a very distinctive odor. It somewhat smells like rat feces.
Pretty good.
No matter what I could do, I haven't been able to get that smell out of here. As you can see, I have my lat pull down attachment. You know, I have some rags right here, cleaning up crime scenes. And then my trusty jumper cables, because like I said, thing just dies sometimes. If you look right here, you can see that the previous owner did some crazy things.
What is going on here, man?
Or what he was doing, but obviously this trunk wasn't from this car because this trunk was red. You can see if you look kind of through. So there were some shenanigans that happened. The car was originally black, but at some point there were some components that were red that were swapped on.
Okay.
What can you do?
Can you show us the, let's open the trunk. Not the trunk, I mean the hood. We're gonna find it.
Right there. Yeah, pull down hard.
Goddamn. Am I doing it wrong?
No, you just gotta pull hard. Sometimes it doesn't.
There you go.
So if you come around.
All right, so this car, obviously it's an automatic.
Yep.
And it has that engine.
Yes.
But you know, why is the hype around this car? I mean, you can do so much with this car because it's a great platform to start doing things. Talk about that.
I think that a lot of people gravitate towards these just because the Japanese version of this car obviously came with an SR20. In the US, you get a KA24, which isn't all that robust of a power plant. It's not a turbocharged 4-cylinder. And in the state of California, you're not going to be able to swap in an SR20 because the moment a cop pulls you over and they see that, hey, this isn't what I see a SR20 head right there, you're getting state reffed right away, or they're going to impound your car. So is it worth it in California? You know, I don't really know. This thing makes about 100 horsepower probably at this point. My fan clutch is dead, so this fan's always spinning. What else is wrong? The brakes used to not work. Look at the coolant expansion tank right there.
Oof, that's seen better days.
Yeah, that's just non-existent. If you notice all these zip ties everywhere, yeah, there's a lot of them. The whole front bumper is being held with zip ties.
Pretty good.
It's just because I can't find the OEM components that are meant to do their certain job. So, yeah, at some point, you know.
How many miles do you have on this thing?
140 something.
140. Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's not bad.
And like we were just talking with Sean, you know, even though this car might not be in a pristine museum type of conditions and stuff, it's not every day that you get to see a car, a 240SX that's first of all one color, second of all that actually runs and drives, and
it's a clean title.
It's a clean title,
you know?
And you know it hasn't been crashed. It's a straight body and things like that. So I think it's important to evaluate that even though this car, like I said, it might not be nowhere near museum condition or anything like that, it is important to appreciate these because they're just not around anymore, and the value of them only going up.
Exactly. And this one, for example, right now in this market, I'm sure I could easily get 8 for it in California, and that's saying a lot because these things used to be dirt cheap. You used to find one for $500. People didn't even really want them, and then all of a sudden TikTok came out and the Chinese influenced everyone into loving 240SXs. You heard it here.
Yeah, the same thing happened with the A86, with the Miatas, with all these cars that not too long ago were $2,000 on the streets.
Yep. Yeah, nobody used to care about these. People didn't even want to steal them. But now, you know, you got to watch out. In fact, let me show you what the previous owner did.
What do you do?
Convoluted plans. So, you know what this is, right?
Right.
Put my key right there. But I got to plug this guy in, right?
Okay.
And I put a key in here and turn it all the way, right? That activates that. But then there's this here. And you know, there's some crazy shoddy wiring job. He did some miraculous things. And so I just have to put the key in here, turn this, and then I just come with a screwdriver and I turn this guy. And that's how I have to start this car every single time I want to drive it. So imagine you're on a date, got a baddie in the front seat, and you got to do that to start your car? Let's just say that's not the right way to do things.
Yeah, your girlfriend or your wife is not gonna like this car. But hey, the potential behind this thing is truly big. I mean, we talked about how easy it would be if you own this car to throw in VQ35 or VQ37 in there.
Yeah,
they have kits already made.
Exactly. You can literally go on this website right here. In fact, not sponsored. And they sell kits and mounts and everything for VQs if you want to put them in here. They sell them for RBs. They sell them for literally everything. People throw anything and everything into these cars. And so they are very popular. People really have made them into something that they otherwise probably shouldn't be. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not in California and you have the chance to not have to pass smog every 2 years with a thing like this, the possibilities of going you know, with any motor swap, there's so many. Like, for example, I know that you can change the S14 brakes and suspension into this one. There's so many parts that you can play around with.
Yeah.
So that's what's so amazing about this platform. Sadly, yeah, like we said, they're overpriced and overhyped at this point.
Yep. And this one's gonna pay for my tuition. So if you're in the market for a 240SX, shoot me an offer. We're in California, Southern California specifically, and maybe I'll sell you my car that I just roasted for the past 15 minutes.
All right, guys, thank you for watching. We're gonna have some more videos on this guy and then also on the A86 that is parked over there. So please take a moment to subscribe to this channel and say bye to Sean.
I'm heading off, boys. It's been a great time, but I'm moving. San Diego's not for me.